Good morning, everyone. You are listening to Coffee Talk with Samantha and Paul. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Sam. How you doing this morning?
Good. I'm doing really good this morning. I had a protein shake and a cup of tea and some coffee. What about you? How are you?
I'm doing okay. I just got coffee only myself. Heading on down to Santee, California to help out a customer. So, just kind of...
Santee, California. That is
Santee,
down south, right?
It is down south. It is indeed. It's you're getting somewhat closer to the border
Of Mexico.
Correct. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is there a wall up there yet?
There is a wall. Yeah, it's
good. Oh, yeah, there's a wall.
It's getting kind of wall-like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, everyone, Paul and I, we are doing the series. What a great show we had this week.
Yeah, we did.
With Aaron.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, he was.
It was a great show. We're doing the mind, the spirit, and the body connected to God. How to cleanse the soul, mind, and spirit. And that leads us on to our next week's show. We have a good friend of mine who used to be my manager at Community Support Services, the mental health agency, coming onto the show, Mrs. Twinette Pinkerton, who has a doctorate in psychology. Twinette has done a lot of different things in the mental health world. So she will be on the show talking with us. And that ties me, and guess what I'm doing, Paul?
I'm guessing we're talking about something psychology-ish.
Yes, that is exactly it, Paul. I'm excited. I'm going to go back to school, and I am going to fulfill my dream of becoming a psychologist.
That's awesome.
Yes, so everyone...
Let me ask you this. What prompted you to decide to now go back to school and major in psychology? What is it that triggered
What
that?
prompted me?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, here goes Sam's story. I, as a child, was sexually abused by my biological father, and I have suffered through post-traumatic stress disorder with that. I have suffered through all kinds of anxiety, all kinds of just erotic, weird stuff going on that I had as a child. And I have been in therapy from the time I was 5 till ongoing. I have taken medications. I still take medication. But I really feel that the torture and hell I went through, if I go back into psychology, I am not a victim. Like we had Susan on the show. She was talking about how she's not a victim. She's empowering people. Well, I feel that I can empower people and help others with love, compassion, and empathy because I've been through it. So as a psychologist, I will be able to, I'm going to specialize in trauma and abuse, and I want to be able to help others that feel shamed or the ones that feel that God is not with them through this. I want to be able to show them that by the grace of my Savior, I went through it and I overcame it, and that they can do it too. And what I tell people when I public speak already is that it is not their fault. A lot of abuse victims feel that it's their fault. They feel shamed. They feel like they brought it on themselves. And I tell people it is not their fault at all. It's the fault of the monster that caused the abuse.
Yes.
It's not them.
I don't understand how it is. Is it that is the monster trying to put that into their mind that it's their fault? Is that how that? Yes.
When an abuser type person, they have a very manipulative personality. Right. And they'll say things to children, if it's a child being abused or even adult being abused. Oh, if you tell anybody, this will happen. Right. Or if you do that, that's going to happen. They manipulate the person so much that the person starts thinking, oh, geez, well, this must be my fault because this person's doing this to me. I had to have done something to bring it on.
I see. Okay, that's usually the tactic of like the monsters they're like a narcissist. They will
a narcissist, right? An evil. It's an evil.
Right, and they'll twist it so that the narcissist will make themselves look like they are the victim. In reality, it's their unfortunate prey that is suffering. Yeah.
Right. And for me, I have the scars of being abused from my doctors think. My doctors think from the time I was 2 till the time I was able to tell my mother what was going on when she divorced my father when I was 5.
Yep.
So he's lucky he's dead now.
Yep.
My father, my biological father, passed to cancer when I was 20. So, but that in itself is a whole different thing too, because a lot of the times the abusers will never apologize to their victim. Right. The victim never gets that closure. My father never apologized to me. Even when I asked him, he said, if I ever hurt you, I'm sorry. Right. He never apologized. And that's what God can do, though. God brings closure to the people that have been wounded through His grace. When you take on loving Jesus as your Savior, God can heal and will heal those that have been traumatized.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how I think most of this unfolds. Like the sufferings that we go through, and perhaps that's one of the reasons why God does allow suffering is since He knows all, can see all, that if you can make it through the suffering itself.
Yes. I feel you're right, Paul. If someone can make it through that suffering and come out of it, they can help other people that are suffering, that have gone through it.
They become a light to others. So it's like that will kind of come back to why you'd probably be fantastic and do well in psychology, because you've lived it, and you'll know what it's like to be able to aid others.
Right. So that's why my why of going back to school for psychology and specializing in trauma and abuse is because I lived it, and I really feel that I can bring other people to help them, bring them closer to God, and bring them out of that depression that you go through.
Exactly.
It's a darkness. And I really feel that I can help people with it.
Yep.
So that's my why, Paul. That's why I'm going back to school for psychology.
Well, there you go.
And everybody, this is kind of an impromptu coffee talk today. Paul and I were talking. We're like, let's record for a while.
Yep.
So we are going on to the series of the emotional, the mental, the physical. And like I said, we have my dear friend, Twinette Pinkerton, who's doctorate in psychology, PhD, coming on to the show next week. So we're really excited to have her on the show.
Yep.
And everyone, I hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you later. This has been Samantha and Paul with Coffee Talk with Samantha and Paul. You have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye, Paul.
All right, bye-bye.